Now guys, Aotolab just posted some very nice article or said some very nice comments about our very own Nio CEO William Lee, or Mr. William Lee. If Nio succeed, then William Lee will become the most powerful person in history of China automobile development. Neither Li Jun, who is the CEO of Xiaomi, nor Wang Shangfu can surpass him. Wang Shangfu is the CEO of BYD. He said if Nio succeed, which it is going to, no one can come close to Nio, to the Nio CEO in terms of the success, or in terms of his success with Nio, which is something that is pretty exciting, and it tells us of where Nio is headed. I mean, it is true that Nio is not yet profitable, but once profitability comes, which by the way is coming in 2026, those people that continue bashing the Nio CEO, that man is visionary, I'm telling you. I mean, 2 days ago we were talking about the fact that he said some countries are behind in terms of EV infrastructure by what, 5 to 10 years, which shows you of how ahead Nio and China is when it compares to other countries globally. I mean, when you talk of charging infrastructure in China, who has the most charging infrastructure in China? Nio. Battery swapping technology, who is the king globally? Nio. Which shows you the kind of a company Nio is becoming, or has become. Nio, yes, right now some of the investors don't understand where it is or where it could be in the future, but those leaders, some of the leaders in this new energy vehicle market partnering with Nio, the reason why they are doing that, making strategic partnership with Nio, is because they see the potential that lies within Nio as the company. So Aotolab gave these comments, and he said the biggest advantage of Nio is battery replenishment model, which can unify battery specifications. So he gives kudos to Nio with their battery swapping station technology. I mean, you will know that with that technology, it gives you so much flexibility in a way that the battery that you buy or that you get with your car after you have subscribed to the battery rentals or bus, which entails you going to a battery swapping station to swap your battery, it does not make you to use that battery forever. If you choose to use another, or you want another battery pack, you can swap it, you can upgrade your battery, you can downgrade your battery depending on your needs. And this is made possible, or this is being made possible by Nio. Now you will know that right now, when it comes to the deployment of this battery swapping station, right now towards the end of the year, we are seeing Nio becoming more aggressive when it comes to the deployment of battery swapping stations, which shows you of the potential, or which shows you that Nio indeed knows something even way better than us about this technology, which will make them the king. You won't compare, or if Nio succeed, you won't even compare Nio's success against that of BYD and Xiaomi. This tells you that Nio is a company which is set for greatness. Should they succeed, which they are going to, because profitability is coming by 2026. A lot of people I know, when they talk about Nio, they just want to talk about sales that Nio generates for cars, which is also important. Someone said that next year Nio could get, by end of year, 5,000 battery swapping stations, which is something that is pretty exciting, something that is amazing, because the convenience again that comes with this, boy, I must say, is just out of this world. And knowing that Nio is in a process of starting to develop their own batteries, you and me can agree that even the car companies that are partnering with Nio, in the future they will have to use Nio batteries, or the batteries that comes from Nio, which that, thinking about that, it just opens quite a lot in terms of potential for Nio. It opens quite a lot of revenues for Nio, which, like I said, those that are worried about Nio for now, R&Ds are very important. R&Ds Nio must continue spending to make sure that they outpace the other new energy vehicle cars, right? I mean, there is a lot that is expected by 2025 over and above Nio doubling sales, or the kind of sales that they are going to generate this year. There is a lot that is expected next year. New factory, battery swapping stations covering quite a number of areas, bringing convenience or giving convenience to those that have subscribed to BUZZ. There is a lot we can talk about, guys, and when I got to read this, I was just so excited about the kind of achievements and what Aotolab just said about Nio. So Aotolab, man, said a mouthful, said quite a number of things which, as the investors, some of the investors see this, some they still don't see when you could be headed. I mean, Aotolab said quite a number of things. I mean, they said that unfortunately they believe that all car companies know the benefit of unified interfaces and unified models, but for their own interest they still build their own ecosystems. The reason for this problem is that there are too many Chinese car companies at present. After this round of fierce fighting, if there are only few large scale companies left, they will naturally consider building a united front. By then, Nio, who has persisted to the end, will become king. So Aotolab is in as much as they are saying if Nio succeed, they are already seeing the future onto Nio. They are already seeing Nio becoming the king of the new energy vehicle market. Nio CEO, very interestingly, he said something 2 days ago, saying that the NEF penetration in the next 2 years, that is by 2027, he sees the penetration rate getting to over 90%. And obviously, the more the penetration rate grows, is the more we are going to see companies like Nio continuing to do very well, especially because of the technology or after sales services they offer, like battery swapping station technology. I mean, you will know that during this week we did talk about a lady who bought the ET5 simply because of battery swapping station technology. She had to compare ET5 against other models, but she had to choose Nio because of its technology, how the car looks. But over and above that, to add the cherry on top, it was because of the battery swapping technology that is found onto Nio, which is something that speaks volumes about Nio's battery swapping station technology, which is something that shows you the potential that lies within the Nio's battery swapping station technology. I have said this in the past, and I will say it again now, that many people want to buy Nio cars, but it's just that they are quite pricey. But thank God now there's Onvo. Onvo will give those that could not afford the Nio cars to enjoy services or after sales service like battery swap, which is something that is just so good, man. So those that are still hesitant, those that are still asking themselves if indeed Nio will succeed, they have to ask themselves again. Otherwise, I remain bullish, I remain long and strong onto the Nio stock, because I know one thing, and that is blue skies coming. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. Tell me what you think about this, man. Tell me what you think about what Aotolab just said about Nio. I think we need to brace ourselves for what's coming. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, and God bless you all.